So this video is not something I usually make. For that reason, I'm going to explain a little bit about it, and I'm also going to introduce myself, because I think this video will probably be watched by people who aren't familiar with me. My name is Rusk1turbo, and I've played PUBG for about 2 years now. I have well over 3,000 hours into the game. I'm a streamer on Twitch, and recently I've been wanting to make a video about bugs that I encounter playing PUBG. Hopefully by making this video, it will bring some bugs to light so that they can be fixed in the future. That being said, the goal of this video is not to spread hate towards the game or its devs. It's strictly just to give my perspective what I, as player, but also as viewer, experience and watch about PUBG. Now, this list is quite extensive and maybe not all of these can be fixed, but I hope at least some of them do. These bugs are in no particular order, and some bugs are more massive than others. Please keep that in mind. Also, this is quite a long video, so some bugs had to be cut down in terms of exposure, but I tried my best explaining them all as well as I could. A lot of hours went into making this video, and even though entertainment was a secondary goal behind being informative and descriptive, I hope you enjoy the video anyway. First up, we have the Winchester first bullet chambering bug. If you put any amount of bullets into the Winchester, then put the gun away and pull it back out, it will not have chambered the first bullet, causing that to happen when normally firing. Same thing happens for the pump shotgun. It's going to lead to very awkward moments where you think your gun is ready to fire, and it's not. Next up, we have the animationless peek up bug, also known as the ghost peek. This happens when players crouch and uncrouch at a distance behind certain objects, and yes, this is spammable. This is a bug too, right? This has to be a bug. I would consider this a bug. No? Like not being able to get out of the water here? That's gotta be a bug, right? I can report this as a bug, yes? This one's pretty obvious. In the middle of Rozhawk on Erangel, there is a floating telephone pole. This one's pretty interesting. On the left side of the stairs of an open roof building, you actually get blocked while trying to go up the stairs, not once, not twice, but 3 times. This does not happen on the far right side and can definitely mess you up. Here we have a duplicate tree southeast of Pachinki. It's basically 2 trees in one, and one of them has to be deleted. This one has been in the game for as long as I can remember. It's the plane going backwards at the start of the match. This one's quite annoying. Every downstairs bedroom of almost every 2-story building now has a patch in the middle where if a player walks on it, it sounds exactly like they're walking outside. It closely has Naya, and they have no discernible footstep sounds whatsoever. And you can jump on them and they make sound, but once you hold your gun out, you don't make sound. Fair. Very cool. Oh. Whoa! It did hit him! How? So next up is the Zima bug. When you get into the Zima and start driving it, the windshield will start flashing based on how fast you're going. No other vehicle in the game has this problem, so I think it's pretty much unintentional. Here we have the exit to lobby bug. Some people have a problem that they back out of a game and the game just gives them a black screen. This is sped up by 500%. This can take up to 10 minutes sometimes. Most of the time they just have to restart their game for it to fix. Here we have the quantity buttons in the store, both coupon and normal, not working. When diving and alt looking around you, letting go of alt will halter your swimming forward by about a second. Here we have a audio bug where the concrete around the 8 water silos sounds like metal.
Stand facing this wall, look straight down, and you can look through the wall.
Oh god. That should be... Oh, that's everywhere. Now this one takes a little bit of explaining. As you can see, shooting the windows from a distance visibly does not break them. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive closer to them to see if we can get to a point where we do break them. The windows on the right still don't break, but the windows on the left now do. We're going to drive even closer to see if we can get to a point where we can break the right windows. We broke one of the right windows, and now we're going to drive all the way back to the position we were at first. And as you can see, from this position, we can break the windows now. This next bug seems to be a little bit of a leftover from the shadow bug. We call it the strobe shadow bug. So this might be one of the more interesting ones to explain. What basically happened is me and 4 other friends joined my custom lobby. We leave that custom lobby before it ends, and then we join a second custom lobby that one of my friends makes. We wait in that lobby, and then when my custom game, the first one, ended, we all got thrown out of the lobby with the message "session deleted." This one is pretty self-explanatory. You can get stuck in the rubble in the tunnel northeast of Pachinki. Once you're in here, you can't get out. This one has been plaguing PUBG for quite a bit. It happens when you ADS with any weapon and then put away your gun. It changes your POV a bit, and depending on the scope, it will show the severity of the effect. This is a small bug. The revolver reload numbers at the bottom don't sync up with what the player model is doing. Also, when you alt look down with a revolver, it looks like your wrist is broken. Here is a bugged sound effect that you get when holding mouse 1 on one of the missions.
I don't even know. It's
Dead.
Here's a seat swap bug that you get when holding ADS and switching back to the driver's seat. Auto accelerate does not work in boats yet. There are some loading on distance texture issues on Miramar. Oh, another bug right here, guys. It's where the ammo crate or the loot box crate just doesn't spawn in.
Let me just try before.
Yeah, yeah. Here we have 2 Watertown door clips. One can be found at the shack at the northeast side of Watertown. You can vault in, open the door, and it will go through one of the blockades. The second one can be found on the north side. In a house, you have to vault up and then move down the stairs. You can find another door where you can't move through. Here we have a quick screenshot of a broken UI bug where the 4th teammate shows up as MMMMM. So here's a neat little bug where we can trick the game into thinking we are not close to the ocean when we actually are. This is what the ocean sounds like usually. But with a neat little trick, we can cross the audible border of the ocean back and forward, and we'll trick the game into thinking we're not close, muting the ocean sound.
He's literally the bagel boss guy.
He's a fuck. Whoa! What am I doing? Look at my stream. What the fuck?
What the? He's okay. He's literally just AFK, I guess.
Here we have a see-through staircase bug. In this house at the southwest of Military Island, there is this unique model house that's only in one place on the entire map. From the inside it looks fine, but then when you go outside and peek in through the window, you can see that the entire staircase is see-through and shoot-through. Here we have some unvaultable and ledge grabbable ledges that should obviously be fixed. Here we have a quick 2 screenshots showcasing that care packages still land outside of obtainable areas. So we're over here at the Severny Church. You have these poles. Some of them you can walk through, while others you can't. You just get blocked. And it's really no telling which one is equal and which one isn't. Here we have a problem of side mirror glares. Now, a little bit of glare is obviously not bad, but this is a bit too extreme. Ah, fuck. But I shouldn't. Because I'll die. Like, what if I drop one in here? I'm gonna regret doing this. I'm gonna regret this.
Some people are just trying to make it easy for you to run them over, I swear.
Here's a neat little trick of mine. If you get on top of the upper beams on one of the Sosnovka bridges, you'll see that the visual hitbox doesn't actually line up with where you're standing. The constant car collision bug is definitely high on my list of bugs that I would love to see fixed in the near future. Here we have Wacky Jackie's Miramar Carpet sound bug. It's linked down below in full if you want to know more. Here is a gas can related bug. If the gas can is in contact with water on any level, then it will not explode regardless how many bullets or nades you put into it.
Pretty much almost the beginning, early 2017, and at that stage, I believe possibly Vegas was almost 15.
Here we have a visual bug that usually happens on cliff sides. It's melting walls, or a melting wall visual when you move closer towards the wall. On any boat, on any service of like water, as long as there's a boat, if you drop items on the boat itself, they'll be in the air, and then when you drive, they'll stay floating in the air. This one's very annoying to me. It's a cliffside on the southern side of Sosnovka Island. It seems to be completely broken. Somebody went there and deleted like all the rocks, which leaves like in big visual bugs and giant holes in the ground, leaving to some spots you can't get out of anymore. Really sloppy. Here we have a small clip of a bike bugging out in place, and later down the line we'll get a clip of cars bugging out not in place.
Oh, that's no bueno. You can see right through it.
This next one you might have encountered yourself. It's guns of previous matches showing in your menu.
Box glitching out in replay.
There's a slight jitter when you strafe and shoot at the same time with the S12K.
Just go straight. What? How did I shoot you?
It's like a dust storm around it, dude. Okay. Very interesting. This one's huge. The stairs in the red apartment buildings in Picado completely despawn over 200 meters away, which allows you to be able to shoot through them. This is a clip from both perspectives to see how it looks. This is the permanent revive stance bug. This tends to happen when a player is reviving someone else and they crash and reconnect. The next one happens when alt-tabbing PUBG. It is possible that when opening the game back up after minimizing, the game switches from monitor.
Updating and minimize me. Okay, this is cool. This is cool.
Here we have another ocean audio bug. In this clip, the player moves about 200 to 300 meters away from the ocean, and he can still hear the waves crashing
The
into
sound
the
is
rocks.
bugged.
This one I don't quite have the explanation for. It seems that the teammate's character model just turns invisible in the pre-game lobby. I've used it. Well, I don't think these chandeliers are supposed to do that when moving. And I hope nobody in chat has epilepsy because... yeah. With this bug, you can jump into a window, and then by leaning, you can look through the glass and shoot through the glass without breaking it. This next clip shows that some hidden basement staircases are plagued by small invisible walls that will block you when going up and down the staircases. I can shoot this, but I can't shoot this. Wow, that's fucked. Can nades go through? I'm guessing so, dude. Wow. Oh my god, you can like clearly see it. No! What? Okay. I already left the match. What's that, dude? Here we have another left side staircase bug. This time it's inside a 2-stack house in Rosshawk. And that same house, maybe even what is causing the previous bug, is the misalignment gap inside the house where you can see through. Just north of Quarry. And as you can see, there's water on the map, but there's no water here. There's water over there and there. This is a bug that currently can be found at every wizard tower. The outer ring on the 2nd floor is fully walkable, 360 degrees around the wizard tower. A small minor thing is there's some floating trees in the forest south of prison, north of Milta. Sorry, can somebody just clip this? It's much easier to explain.
Tagged him once.
Here's another misalignment bug, and my biggest problem with these is that they don't actually give cover when they should. Here we can see that one of the airplanes on the airstrip of military base has a spot where you can fall through and you can't get out.
Nice IMO. Is this still broken? Oh my god, they didn't fix this yet. Didn't we clip this and send it into it? That you could run into this wall and shoot through the wall? Like, so if somebody was camping in this room right here, you literally could just run into the corner of the wall and kill him.
Here we have a floating graffiti spot in front of a wall in South George. Dude, you can't spectate certain people. Dude, like, I tried to spectate this person right now. Yeah, oh. Here we are in Alcantara, one of the latest spots added to Miramar. And as you can see, there are 2 apartment buildings missing from the map. Bikes will fall at really slow speeds when you're going slow with your bike and then stepping off. Here we see a slight problem with shacks. Seems like they're sunken into the ground, and if this is an artistic design, then it also allows you to look through walls. Here we see a neat new little trick. You can shoot out certain part of the doors and vault through it, but unfortunately it does look like your head hitbox is going straight through the door. Also, this seems to not always work.
I reloaded 2 shells, I thought. Man.
Here we are north of ruins, and we can see that there's a group of rocks that is floating off the ground. Here we have a bug with the BRDM. When crashing into an object at a certain speed, it does way more damage than it should. This next bug can be found in all guard towers. When you go into one of the corners and then turn, you actually get stuck inside of them and you have to wiggle your way out.
Hello?
Here we have a vehicle flipping bug. I don't actually know what causes that, and it's super difficult to reproduce, but it has something to do with turning the wheel before driving.
Oh! What the f...
This is the last war mode related bug. As you can see in a second, the timer at the top for respawns and the time remaining in the match on the right will freeze pretty early on in the match. Here we have a clipping issue. The Marksman Spalder tactical tunic actually clips through your head when you get close to an object like a wall or a door.
Jesus, in the forehead again. You guys are legends.
This one's pretty minor, but still annoying. If you have streamer mode on, your teammates show up as unknown as well. And to end off here, I'm going to show you an interesting bug related to objects about the height of chairs. So that's chairs, beds, benches, outside areas of houses. When getting close to that and moving around it, close to it, it will actually teleport you up a bit and then teleport you down again. This cancels healing, this un-ADSs sometimes. It's really annoying and it's pretty major, so I wish that would be fixed soon as well.